This is the Triad Fashion Show, and we are glad you're here. Does anybody know what Triad is? Because this has been a fun experience for me to learn exactly what is Triad. I think we've got a slide here to let us know. It is a group dedicated to helping prevent senior crime victimization through education. And isn't that a good goal? It's good to prevent senior crime through education. And Triad, this is important. Triad is composed of law enforcement, social services, and seniors. So you all are playing a role in this Triad partnership to help us be aware of what law enforcement and all of those social services and first responders do for us to keep us together and to keep us safe. So there will be educational events throughout the year for all to attend, but it's important. And how about, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for law enforcement, first responders, social services, all of those folks who wear a badge to keep us safe. And I think that's very, very important that we express our support and our meaningful thoughts to what they do for us as a public service. We can't stress that enough, especially in these times. So today we're going to learn a few things about what law enforcement and those services do if they should have to come to our doors to be aware of what's going on. So just some housekeeping notes. Please steer clear of the runway so you do not collide with our models. We certainly don't want any collision with the models. Please be respectful of everyone by keeping your voice down during the show. Door prizes, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, door prizes will be handed out at the end of the show, and we want you to enjoy. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, we are helping you be aware of those folks who help keep us safe and help keep us informed. If they might be at your door or in your neighborhood or in your family's neighborhood, so that you are aware of what's going on and so that you can recognize a particular branch of law enforcement or service that might be in your neighborhood. That's the reason for today. It's a fun little fashion show designed to be informative and educational, as well as fun to keep everybody amused as to how these folks who are doing great things in our neighborhoods and how they are going to be dressed. So, the first category for the fashion show today will be utility and public works personnel. First up is Ameren, Illinois. Ameren, Illinois is all over central Illinois, and their trucks can often be seen driving through the neighborhoods at all hours. Look at that. They have been in business since 1997. They are responsible for all things gas related with your home. They have several different kinds of vehicles depending on the job they are doing, and all are clearly labeled as Ameren vehicles. And I especially like the pink hard hat. That's very nice. That is stylish and profilish. Next up is CWLP. CWLP stands for City, Water, Light, and Power. These folks help with your electricity and water. They can often be seen helping out with power outages and water leaks. Water reports for the area can be found online. Okay, our next category is home services. How are we doing?
Access and animal control are both here now.
Outstanding. And I love this music for home services. Our first company is Advanced Healthcare. These people come out to your home to help you with your healthcare needs. They have nurses, CNAs, therapists, and social workers. Most importantly, they have Nash, their therapy dog. Is that Nash? Come back here. Let's see Nash a little more. Nash is a certified therapy dog, and his handler is social worker Christy Goldman. You're Christy? Wave at everybody, Christy. Nash went through extensive training to become a therapy dog. Nash likes to be around people. Nash also knows a few tricks. I'll bet Christy knows a few tricks too. Okay, Vono Medical Supply is next. There's Vono. Vono Medical Supply is a well-known medical supply company near Memorial Hospital. Vono has supplies for various medical needs, such as wheelchairs, life chairs, CPAP machines, crutches, medication holders, canes, and bandages. They have all kinds of supplies and can even deliver. How about that? Next up, Adult Protective Services. Adult Protective Services investigates abuse, neglect, exploitation, and self-neglect of seniors and adults with disabilities in 4 central Illinois counties. These case managers conduct home visits to check on individuals to see how they can help improve their specific situation. Each case manager wears a badge to help identify themselves, and they also carry business cards. Ma'am, do you have your business card with you? Do you have your business card with you? Well, you do carry business cards, so please keep that in mind. Next up, if you want to linger a little bit instead of just running to the back, okay? All right. The Care Coordination Unit is made up of case managers who assist people in obtaining in-home services for cleaning, errands, and cooking. These services are free to those under the asset limits set by the state. Care coordinators come out at least once a year to see how their clients' services are going and make sure they are getting enough hours. Let's give her a round of applause. All right. Next up is Medics First. Let's see Medics First. There they are. Medics First is one of Springfield's ambulance companies. There we go. Medics First also provides necessary medical transport for non-emergency situations. Typically, there are 2 medical technicians in each vehicle, one to drive and the other to sit in the back with the patient. Jay, can I get some water? All right. Medics First. They also have the snappy ads on the radio too. Next up, the Springfield Fire Department. The Springfield Fire Department, here they are. They have several stations throughout the city. This helps firefighters to have quick response times to each fire or accident. Firefighters do more than fight fires. They also help install smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors in people's homes. They can also teach people how to use a fire extinguisher. That's pretty important. How many folks have access to a fire extinguisher? That's important to have. How many folks know how to cook well? Because if you don't know how to cook well, you probably need a fire extinguisher close by. We've had that happen in our home. It's not fun. Okay, next up, you gotta love the United States Postal Service. We see these workers almost every day. They have several different uniforms to choose from to help them dress appropriately for the weather. You may also see these workers on Sundays because they help deliver packages for Amazon. Shout out to the U.S. Postal Service. All right. FedEx and UPS could not be here today, but these are what their trucks look like. You want to be aware of that, especially if you're ordering a lot of things online. All right, next up, SMTD, the Sangamon Mass Transit District. Absolutely. This includes different vehicles. You may see city buses, minibuses, or minivans. The smaller buses and the minivans help individuals who have disabilities to get around town. Sangamon Mass Transit District, SMTD, offers bus passes to seniors and people with disabilities at little or no cost. How about a shout out round of applause for SMTD? Next up, traffic wardens. Traffic wardens can be seen all over town. There we are. They ensure that cars are parked appropriately and in safe spots. Traffic wardens can give out tickets. I know, I've gotten several tickets. Traffic wardens can give out tickets to those who do not comply with parking rules in the city of Springfield. Let's hear it for the traffic wardens. Sangamon County Animal Control. Sangamon County Animal Control not only has adorable cats and dogs for adoption, but they help investigate animal concerns. Animal Control has staff to investigate unfit conditions for pets or assist with unwanted animals. If a lost pet is found, they may also be dropped off and held at Animal Control. If their family is never found, they go up for adoption. The list of adoptable pets is available online, and volunteers are always needed. How about a shout out for Animal Control in Sangamon County? And I love the music. Who let the dogs out? Certainly not Animal Control. Maybe one of us did, but not Animal Control. Now let's move on to our law enforcement friends. How about a huge round of applause for the Illinois State Police? The Illinois State Police has many jobs. Not only do their troopers keep our roads safe, but they also house the crime lab. Evidence in criminal cases is sent to the ISP Crime Lab for examination. A huge round of applause for the Illinois State Police. Thank you for all you folks do. Most appreciated. How about a round of applause, a huge round of applause for the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office. The Sangamon County Sheriff's Office covers the non-incorporated parts of town and areas in the county. The Sheriff's Department is located in the Sangamon County Complex on South 9th Street. Our current sheriff is Jack Campbell. This office is also responsible for court security at our county courthouse, and we're most appreciative of all the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office does. A huge round of applause, folks. Sangamon County Sheriff's Office. Next up is the Springfield Police Department. Here they are. The Springfield Police Department obviously covers the city of Springfield. The current chief is Ken Scarlett. Springfield Police Department covers the Citizens Police Academy to residents to learn more about being a police officer. This program is so popular, it is completely booked for the rest of the year. Each area of the city has a neighborhood officer assigned. Check the SPD website to find out who your officer is. A huge round of applause and appreciation to the Springfield Police Department, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next up, the Southern View Police Department. The Southern View Police Department is specifically for the village of Southern View. Hey, Chief, how are you, sir? The current police chief is Rick Weiss. There he is. Southern View also has its own neighborhood watch organization. They have meetings every other month, and participants are always welcome. Thank you, folks in the Southern View Police Department, for all you do. Next up is the Leland Grove Police Department. Leland Grove has 6 full-time officers and 8 part-time officers. Hey, Chief. Leland Grove also has officers patrol on bicycles, so they are better able to engage with citizens. They are also part of the Sangamon County Sheriff's Tactical Response Unit. There's their Chief, Dan Ryan. A huge round of applause to the Leland Grove Police Department. Thanks for all you guys do. Next up, the Rochester Police Department. Rochester has an online tip form to report information regarding crimes. This department has been around, listen to this, folks, this department has been around since 1878. Not this officer, but the department has been around since 1878. The current police chief is Tim Summer, and they are hiring. Anybody want to work for the Rochester Police Department? Anybody out there? Anyone? They'll take applications. Okay, next up is the Pleasant Plains Police Department. Come on up. Hey, Chief. How are you? Good to see you. All right. The Pleasant Plains Police Department currently has 4 hours. The current police chief is Michael Long right here. If you are having difficulty reaching this police department, they can also be reached through the county dispatch line. Pleasant Plains, a huge round of applause for Pleasant Plains. Next up is the Pawnee Police Department. Pawnee Police Department is served by 8 officers. The current chief is Chief Barclay. Pawnee has several programs available for the community, such as Police and Children Together. A list of programs can be found on their website. Let's have a huge round of applause for the Pawnee Police Department. Thank you guys for all you do. Next up is the Secretary of State Police. Come on in, folks. The Secretary of State Police Force has been around since 1913. These officers work as security at the Secretary of State facilities and offices. And I can't tell you, folks, how important it is to make sure that these facilities are safe and protected. They also investigate crime within the motor vehicle industry. Part of this department is the Capitol Police Department. These officers are responsible for the 9 buildings that make up the state capitol complex. And in these times, nothing can be more important than for the protection of those facilities in the state government complex. Let's give a round of applause to the Secretary of State Police Department. All right, let's bring out the law enforcement and fire department one more time and give them a round of applause for their service to our community. All right. Are we good? Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, nothing is more important than those folks on the front lines of helping keep us safe. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree with that? Let's give them all a round of applause. I can't tell you enough how much it means to all of us for the work that they do so that we can be free to do what we are able to do in this country. Here they are. Another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all you do. Let's hear it for them. Please give that up. Fire department, first responders, law enforcement, medics first. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that seeing the uniforms, indeed, that was the entire reason for this fashion show, was seeing the uniforms to know and to be aware. Our awareness level in Triad of helping us know when these uniforms, when you see them, what's going on, and to be aware of what those uniforms look like.